Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
We're tracking a shooting that has sent a man to the hospital overnight in Lexington. Also, police investigating several people after almost a dozen people woke up to find their tires had been slashed. And some UK student athletes are getting crafty on the court, and it's all for children. One of those stories and more, and breaking news as it happens. It's coming up on WKYT This Morning. Good morning and welcome in. I'm Bill Bryant. Rebecca's on assignment today, working on some training here at the station. We're tracking flurries and some light snow showers moving across the bluegrass very early this morning. Warmer temperatures, though, it looks like on the way later in the week. For the latest track on weather today, let's go to First Alert meteorologist Micah Harris up and at it with us bright and early. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, what we're looking at outside on First Alert Defender Live Radar are those flurries you were talking about, Bill. And it's really not much. Nothing's going to be sticking around, so don't even worry about this. Just know it kind of puts you in the holiday spirit. There you are looking especially toward the east. I think that's the best location to actually see some flurries falling out of the sky. 36, a very popular number across the region. And we're really going to drop before the sun does rise, probably to around 33, 34 degrees. And then we'll settle toward the afternoon. Not much higher than that. A few flakes here and there, and that's about it. After today, though, it looks much better. And I'll show you that 7-day coming up.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit. We thank you. We're tracking a developing story here in Lexington this morning after a man was shot in his home. Police telling us a man was rushed to UK hospital with gunshot wounds overnight. It happened around 11 o'clock at a home on Manhattan Drive. Police tell us a man was in his home when strangers came inside. An argument is apparently what led up to the shooting. The man is suffering from non-life-threatening injuries.
Interviewing the neighbors to see if they heard or saw anything to help give us some leads. The physical evidence will help us figure out some of the things that are going on in there.
Police say that no one living nearby reported hearing any gunshots. They say the victim reported the shooting nearly 2 hours after it actually happened. We're also tracking a massive fire at a home in Powell County this morning. This is an eyewitness photo that was sent to us by Tori Payton, who drove past that scene overnight. All this going on around 2 a.m. at a home on Little Brush Creek Road in Clay City. Our WKYT News crews on the scene say the home is very badly damaged. Dispatchers tell us no one was injured in the fire. Kentucky State Police are investigating the source of the fire right now. We're working in our newsroom to gather more information. We'll have the latest details coming up this morning, and more details hopefully after 5 o'clock. This morning, some drivers in a downtown Lexington neighborhood are telling us they are frustrated, all because of vandals. Police say the vandals slashed tires on nearly a dozen cars parked in the West Main and Jefferson Street areas, and is costing drivers hundreds of dollars in damage. WKYT's Sam Smith talked to one of the victims.
I woke up Sunday morning wanting to watch football and do nothing, because that's what you do on Sundays, and instead we had to deal with this.
Andrew Hall's car tire was slashed overnight Saturday. Tuesday night, it was towed off for repair.
When an officer knocks on your door and you're afraid, something terrible has happened, and it's just a tire slashing, it kind of puts it in perspective a little bit.
Hall says it'll cost about $300 to fix his flat.
Multiple tires on some. We only had one, so we were, I guess, lucky.
Police say 11 vehicles had at least one tire slashed. Tires were slashed here on Clare Alley as well as Jefferson Street and West Main.
But everyone that was outside basically got hit.
Hall says he's lived here for about 8 years, and this isn't the first time he's dealt with something like this. He says he had his car burglarized before.
And they smashed the window to get, $15 worth of, office materials and paperwork that mattered to me but not to them.
Hall and his neighbors hope this latest crime gets solved.
I hope that there is some justice. I'd like to see whoever did it get some sort of punishment.
In Lexington, Sam Smith, WKYT.
And Lexington police tell us so far they have not made any arrests in the case. Also new this morning, police in southern Kentucky are working to clean up a huge mess after a log truck crashed. That happened just after 3 o'clock this morning in Wayne County near the Pulaski County line. The crash is on Kentucky 90 that runs between Somerset and Monticello. State police say a log truck and a car crashed, then a semi wrecked, apparently trying to avoid the mess. No one was hurt. Kentucky 90 is down to just one lane in in that area. The family of a Laurel County woman accused of causing a crash that killed her infant granddaughter says people shouldn't judge her yet. Police say Melissa Worstell was on drugs when she crashed her car in Laurel County last week. Her granddaughter, 6-month-old Ivy, died. Police charged Worstell with murder, DUI, and some drug offenses. During a hearing on Tuesday, a judge sent the case on to a grand jury. Family members say they want people to wait until all of the evidence comes out before judging Worstell.
She loved that baby with every ounce of life in her, but people are crucifying her out there, and you know, she's guilty in everybody's mind, not knowing any of the facts.
Was reaching for the baby's bottle when she ran off of the road and crashed. A father has pled not guilty to attempted murder charges after police say he drove a truck into his own home. Justin Cottrell was arraigned on Tuesday in Shelby County. Monday night, police say he got into an argument with his wife and then later rammed the truck into the home. Police say Cottrell's wife, mother-in-law, and his 4-year-old son were inside the home at the time. They were not injured. This morning, we're learning more about a child abuse case against a Madison County couple. A grand jury indicted Julio Valderez and Linda Richmond on abuse and assault charges. Investigators say the couple mentally and physically abused Valderez's 9-year-old daughter for nearly a year. They say the couple starved the girl and assaulted her. Neighbors say they're in shock.
You know, because nobody didn't know what was going on. If people had known what was going on, you know, they'd have put a stop to it.
The couple has been in the Madison County Detention Center since police arrested them in October. Family members of a World War II veteran say a collection agency has been harassing him about a hospital bill that he didn't know anything about. They say 90-year-old Clarence Ramey got a notice from the agency about an outstanding amount owed to the St. Joseph Berea Hospital from a 2008 visit. Family members say Ramey paid all of his bills on time, so they don't understand this unpaid bill. We talked to hospital leaders who say they contract their billing services to a Texas company, and that company also contracts out to a collections agency.
They did not give us the opportunity to discuss this on a local basis. Now I'm having to deal with someone that is rude, irrational, they're demanding, and it just makes me furious.
Hospital leaders say if a patient believes there is an error in a bill, they can call the hospital directly. Otherwise, the hospital sends unpaid bills to a collection agency after a certain amount of time. It may seem legit at first. Somebody comes knocking on your door offering to rake your leaves up to the curb for a price. And then they claim to be working with leaf collectors from the city. But Lexington city leaders say don't be fooled. That is just a scam. They say some people in neighborhoods on the south side of town have fallen victim. In some cases, the scammer stopped by after city crews had already collected leaves. City leaders say leaf collection crews will never go door to door and ask for money. A Kentucky woman needs your help finding the 2 people who helped her daughter and 5-year-old grandson after a crash. Police think Deborah Miller's daughter, Kendra, had a medical issue causing her to lose control of her car last month and crash into a pole in Oldham County. Kendra's son, Braden, was with her at the time. Kendra later died at a Louisville hospital. But Braden survived, and he told his grandmother about 2 people who helped them after the crash.
He said, Nana, these strangers, a man and a lady, helped Mommy and me at the accident. The lady stayed with Mommy and kept talking to her.
Deborah Miller says her Christmas wish is to find the people who helped them. The Oldham County EMS and the LaGrange Fire Department are working on a special surprise to bring some holiday cheer to Braden. Well, they are Christmas gifts, and they're from the heart. Some UK athletes took time out of their busy schedules to help children battling illness. They made some special homemade gifts, which will be soon put to very good use. Jerica Insko talked to some of the athletes last night.
Some of these UK student athletes knew what they were doing and others did not, but they all had the same goal in mind, and that was to make these blankets for kids at Kentucky Children's Hospital.
So we're making blankets for children's hospitals because We love children.
Some have done it before.
I think we all enjoy coming making blankets for them just because it's good to give back to other people.
It's not a requirement or a job that takes that much time or effort.
Making blankets isn't that hard, but like, you know, the work you put into it is great to see them. Just see them happy.
But for some of these UK athletes,
I don't understand how they cut it so easily. Struggle.
it's more than an effort.
This is worse than free throws for us. Right?
It's a skill.
Finding the corner, cutting this blanket, we're gonna make it nice.
But that wasn't their easiest task.
I think it's scissor problems.
They tell us their coaches haven't taught them what they needed to know tonight.
We're good at rebounding, catching oops, and throwing assists. We're not good at crafts. This is my struggling point.
Now, they aren't there when the blankets are delivered, but they say that they do get photos to see how much these kids enjoyed the blankets, and some say that's their favorite part. In Lexington, Jerica Ensko, WKYT.
And the blankets will be given to patients at Kentucky Children's Hospital before Christmas.